Hey guys, West here from East West Gaming.
I'm Easts. Let's go for another adventure.
Yep, so this one we're going to do Cinnabar's Gym now. And then we're going to go up to Vermilion, is it? Yeah, Vermilion. And
Viridian.
Is it Viridian?
Viridian.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Lieutenant Sage again, aren't I? Yeah, Viridian.
You're still trying to say Viridian.
Viridian City.
Oh.
Viridian. Yeah, there you go. I've said it
Take
right.
a good look around you.
Whole town disappears.
He's literally telling you that, like, he's the next person you need to fight.
We'll lose in a second. That's the way it is. But anyway, I'm still a trainer.
Viridian.
I've got it now, thank you. Right, we're going to have to go around, surf around. There's dried up molten rock that's now all over the island.
Well, to be fair, yeah, it's kind of good that the Pokemon Center is still around. The one building that didn't get destroyed. Maybe.
Shame there's not hardly anyone around now to actually heal anymore. You know, that Pokemon Center probably closed down unless they rebuild the island and put all the village back. But I wouldn't bother if it probably erupts again in a few years again. So
yeah, but the thing is, yeah, that kind of makes me feel like maybe Pokemon Centers are indestructible.
Wasn't this where Articuno was originally?
Seafoam
this way
Islands, I believe.
Near here, wasn't it?
I thought the Seafoam Islands was further away.
It was in this sort of area. Right, let's go have a look inside, eh? Repel's effect is worn off. Oh, very tired today. Too much work.
Tired every day.
Yeah, too much work, I'm afraid. It's all work and no play these days.
Wow, a little bit of play.
I mean, we get to play a lot now, and but I'd like to play more. But fortunately, we have bills to pay. We have to, have the fun when we can. Sent out Mag Cargo. If you go in a French restaurant, you'll find a popular dish called escargot, which is snails.
Which is very delicious.
It actually is quite nice. I had it in Belgium as well once when I was in Belgium, and it was so nice. It was in like a garlic flavoured, like creamy sauce. It was beautiful.
I haven't been to Belgium yet, so.
Oh, I went to Antwerp and then I went to Brussels. Pretty nice country. Tried a lot of the beers, different varieties of beer, because it's one of them countries where they've got so many different lagers, fruity beers and stuff. And you could literally have a different pint everywhere you went and not have the same brand.
Well, I'm not much for alcohol, so it doesn't affect me too much.
And the alcohol there is very, very strong compared to the stuff they sell in the UK. So,
however, in like a few years' time, myself and West, we're thinking of going to Japan.
Yeah, I'd like to try some of their stuff over there.
Go to a couple of different restaurants.
East to be straight in the seafood restaurants.
Oh yes, I do love a good seafood. I do love my sushi as well. I know it's not all that Japan has to offer, but since we can primarily get sushi, in here.
Yeah, a bit of ramen's nice as well. I love ramen.
So yes, and then obviously we've got to visit the Pokemon centers, the card shops.
That's the primary visit, to be fair, to go where Pokemon was made, where it all started.
Also, we'd like to try and hopefully get there to like get some signatures as well.
I'd like that, yeah. Stand outside the Pokemon Company headquarters and have a few selfies, Might even see a wild Pikachu, running around there. Who knows?
Well, maybe what's going to happen is all of the Pokemon, they've actually got all these Pokemon, in real life, and you can actually capture them.
That'd be so good, I think I'd just stay in Japan. I would never come back. Heal up first before we do Viridian Gym. Said it right that time. You were waiting for it. You were waiting.
I was actually
sitting there waiting to correct me at the very first, response.
No, but like we are, planning our trip to Japan. Maybe not too early, but we have a few ideas of where we really want to go. What we want to do, because a large part of it is that we want to visit like a lot of card stores. Because myself and West, we actually do like collecting the TCG. I mean, we weren't into it for a long time, but we've been getting back into it recently.
We did collect the first few sets, the base set, fossil set, jungle set, some of Team Rocket original set, and then the Gym Heroes, and then after that it sort of fizzled out, I think due to, life and
money.
Mainly the finances, yeah, so.
I mean, all of my old cards, my parents binned them because they kind of said it was a waste of time, and I shouldn't be playing around with this. I should focus on the future. Parent stuff.
Right, Pidgeot is his first Pokemon. He's got 6 Pokemon as well.
Wow, to be honest, yeah, this Pidgeot looks pretty cool.
It's one of them gyms as well where you only ever see them, using 6 Pokemon against you.
Do you know who Pidgeot reminds me of?
Who?
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan?
Like, think about it. Pidgeot's hair is normally like going down, but right now it's in the air. It looks like a Super Saiyan, doesn't it?
Kind of, yeah. They're middle feathers at least.
So it looks like a, Super Saiyan 2 with a bit of like...
With a bit of Super Saiyan Rose mixed in.
Yeah.
Alakazam. He does have 6 decent Pokemon as well, Blue does, so... Right, let's go for it. It's got to be a Shadow Ball time for them. Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. Wow.
To be fair,
It wasn't even super effective, it was just massive damage.
Alakazam is extremely powerful.
But mine did more damage. Slightly more.
Yes, but look at your level.
Only 5 levels higher though. Not a massive difference. It was earlier with the previous gyms because they were all at level 41, but this gym leader now has jumped up massively, near enough to our levels. And the next trainer, which is the final, challenge of the whole game, he's got his Pokemon I think higher levels than me, a few of them. But I think we should, because we did in the Pokemon League, we went straight in and managed to beat them, didn't we? So I think we should be okay.
Do you know what? Yeah, if Blue had used his Alakazam properly, he would have beaten you already. Like, he keeps using recovery. He doesn't need to use recovery.
No, he could have used Psychic for the second time and then beat me. Because he would have gone first. The good thing with recover though is, good thing for us is he doesn't recover the entire health, so now that should defeat him. That's Blast Shadow Ball. Yeah, we go.
I mean, to be
Lovely.
fair, yeah, you didn't need to use recover that many times. All you just had to do is use one more like psychic, take you out, and then could have spent his time, you know, recovering from, you know, with the next Pokemon. Oh, the horn was actually drilling.
I remember in the old Pokemon games where whatever you chose as your starter, they'd use the type advantage to yours, and now they choose the weakness to yours. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think they said something along the lines of they want to make it easier and more pleasant, like, you know, experience to play the games. But I like a bit of a challenge. I liked it when it was much harder, you know. For me, I don't really want the data miner to let every single secret of a game out. I want to go and play it for myself, you know. Later on, then I want to find out all the secrets. But, you know, I'd always say, for the first playthrough, play how you want.
He's really catching up to our level now. 58. Giga Dream time. Doesn't really do a lot though, you know, Giga Dream. On this game I've noticed. I don't know if it's my, you know, actual bloom that it's quite weak, because Jumpluff isn't the strongest of Pokemon.
Well, in all fairness, like, you know, all the like absorb and things like that, they're not later stages, they're not as powerful.
Yeah, you need that, is it Big Root? Not Big Root.
Big Bulb?
It's something that allows absorbing moves to do more damage. You need that really for it to be decent. Let's put him to sleep and then we'll just sap his energy slowly.
But in all fairness, Bloom isn't powerful in the first place.
No, but you know, people have got to use these Pokemon are in there to be used, so why not use them? You know, I do like to give some of the other Pokemon a chance, because I've played the games that many times with all my favourite Pokemon. I just like to use other Pokemon every now and then, ones I never normally use.
Nah, I just like to use my favourites. You know, I like to enjoy it with my favourite Pokemon, because they're my companions. Yes, I understand.
Headbutt does more than Giga Drain.
But yeah, I do like to use, like, you know, my favourites. If I'm going to be playing through a game, I may as well play with my best pals, the one that I want to spend time with.
I do on my first playthrough. Always. I'll always use the ones I like the look of, or, you know, on my second and third playthrough, usually that's when I'll start testing some of the other ones out.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, you know, for me, generally, there is no second or third playthrough. I just play through it once and just continue on, you know, doing my own things after completing the game.
Now, I do like doing multiple playthroughs, but it's usually a few years after I've initially played it. Definitely the biggest Pokemon game. It's a shame they don't do this in future ones, where they have, you know, 2 regions in one game.
Well, you know, it's now all about the DLCs, isn't it?
Since you got rid of the third version after, you know, was it Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, they started doing DLCs or enhanced versions. So for Black and White, they did a Black and White 2, then X and Y, they didn't really do anything, and then Sun and Moon, they did an enhanced version, they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then, you know, Sword and Shield then started doing DLC, and then
It's been DLC since.
Scarlet and Violet's done DLC as well, yeah, and we've already seen that ZA is going down that route as well, so.
For me, you know, I don't mind playing the third version, because I'd happily play the original version, and then, you know, like, I always thought in my head, if they do 3 versions, the third version which comes out afterwards has more content than the original one, and
yeah.
I don't mind paying the price for this additional content, even if they change the game enough so that, like, for example, Yellow, that was a lot different from Red and Blue. Obviously, using Pikachu, you know, you could have the starters. You know, there are a few things slightly different, and Pikachu could surf. I did enjoy that side of things, and I think that's what brought Pokemon, you know, that gave an edge over other games.
Yeah, they did it with Crystal as well, where they added like Battle Tower and, you know, other things. So the first few generations, they did it right. I'd say up to Gen 4, they did it right, and after that, they just changed the whole, you know, ways of doing things.
I mean, I know with Black and White, they tried to change it so that you had less XP as, you know, you leveled up. I mean, I wasn't a fan of that because leveling up Pokemon to level like 99 was hard enough as it is.
Yeah, I mean, when I played it, I think my max Pokemon were like level 60. I never really went any higher because it took that long. I'm not gonna complain too much about it because I don't expect to get everything easy in life, you know. But I just feel like that was unnecessary. To have, you know, have you playing it so much just to get your Pokemon up levels?
Well, considering like Black and White, it's under a time system. So they say, I think you have about like, I can't remember, 14 days to complete the game, so that you can unlock everything inside. What was it? Black City and White Forest, was it called?
Yeah, I think it was them additional areas, yeah.
Because for every day over, so this is a real time. For every day over, you had one less like person inside.
I liked all that old stuff, you know. I wish they'd bring things like that back, but yeah, we'll leave that for another video. That conversation.
Bring back the seasons.
Bring back a lot of things. A lot of things are missing that could be added. Right, you know, enough of that chit chat for now. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel to see more of our great content. Wes signing out.
Yes, and I think our next video is going to be our last one for this series. So, you know, let's hopefully we can win. East signing out.
Johnny Club the Sasha, feeling like the club, gonna be the best. Pushing all the barriers and playing for a game. Say Super Bowl and remember our name. East and West, gonna run the war.